Hello there everyone and welcome. Today I will teach you how to interpret any dream symbol you have using tarot and oracle cards. I am Mary Iris Jane. If you're new to this channel, I am a tarot reader, teacher and an artist. And in this video we will review a basic practice to help you remember your dreams and connect to them, as well as a tarot practice that you can use with journaling. And make sure to stay tuned until the end of this video to find out my deck suggestions to use with this practice, as well as books on symbols and dreams. So let's get started. So the first step of this practice is actually to remember your dreams, and it is the most important part. So I really recommend you, if you have not already, to start recording your dreams every night that you have them, and it's really going to help you nurture your subconscious mind, nurture your dreams, and it's going to help you ask yourself every morning, what dream did I have? And it's going to trigger in you a response that enables you to remember your dreams. And so that is what I found in my own personal experience. And so I will simply note down any symbols I have in my dreams. Sometimes I will journal more deeply about it. And one other practice I've done in the past actually is I would use my phone and do a voice memo recording of myself and just talk about my dream, and it would really help me actually to remember more of my dream with each word I was saying to the recording. And so that's really the first basic practice to help you remember your dreams that I want you to get started on today. So one thing you want to do actually is to take note of any specific symbols that you have in your dreams that call your attention forward. So for example, there might be one detail that really pricks your curiosity in a way, and you want to dive deeper into that. So I invite you to write down all of those symbols that you are maybe unsure about, that you're not sure how they connect to you specifically, and maybe you're just really feeling like, what is this symbol about, right? So you want to write down all of these symbols. And the first thing you want to do before we move forward to the tarot practice is to write down what is the emotional charge of that dream symbol, right? For example, there might be a feeling of sadness or shock that comes with a dream symbol, and you want to take note of that emotional charge because it's actually going to give you a lot of information about how that symbol is important specifically to you. And this practice is really beautiful in my opinion, because instead of going into a dream dictionary, for example, or Googling your dream symbol, you're really connecting to that dream and what it means to you. So just take note of that emotional charge before we move along. So once you have completed the first step, and maybe you've done this practice for a few days at least, then you can start using your tarot cards, and you can bring out your deck of cards. Here I have the Tarot of the Spirit deck with me. And so what you want to do is you want to connect with the dream you had, right? So visualize the dream, and especially the symbols that you are curious about while you are pulling the cards out of the deck. And you also want to hold the intention of bringing deeper information, receiving more knowledge and wisdom around that dream symbol. So that is very important to set an intention before going further. And then you can pull a number of cards, and I have a few questions to help you dive further into it if you want to ask those questions before you draw the cards, or maybe you want to journal those questions. Those are going to be really helpful for you. You can ask yourself, what perspective is this dream inviting me to consider? What feeling is this dream stirring in me? What is the meaning of my dream? What message does it have for me? What is my unconscious revealing to me? What is my dream inviting me to reflect on from my awake state? What action am I being led to take? What am I invited to let go of from this dream? And so these are the few questions. So I invite you to simply use them as guidelines to then draw the cards. It's not like a specific spread, so you can really play with it. Maybe draw one card per question, or just draw a few cards for one question that really resonates with you in this moment for the specific dream symbol you're exploring. So, and then the third step is you can actually use those same questions to journal. And so what you'll do is, let's say for example, you have the Queen of Cups that came up in your reading, and maybe you want to journal about what that cards represents for you in relation to your dream. And you can really look at how that relates to your emotional charge that you noticed and the first step of this exercise. And so this is really going to help you contemplate the meaning of the symbol. And one thing to consider as we finish this exercise is to remember that there's no right or wrong answers. There's no right ways to interpret a symbol, right? What is important is that this meaning or message of that symbol resonates for you, and that you feel that it brings a sense of completion with that dream, that you feel that you've really received the medicine of the dream into you. And so that is the most important. And another little thing to consider is you might want to try automatic writing if you've never heard of that while you journal. So what it means is you want to just let yourself be a complete stream of consciousness while you write. And so you don't think about what you're gonna write, you just ask yourself the questions I've asked. And the second step, so for example, the question, what perspective is this dream inviting me to consider, right? So you just want to answer it without stopping to write. Whatever you write, don't stop. And it might feel weird at first, but you'll find that you get into a flow and that you might get really beautiful answers with automatic writing as well. So here's a few suggestions of decks and books I recommend to you if you want to deepen this practice of recording and remembering your dreams and connecting deeper to the symbols within them using tarot and oracle cards. And so I'll first go with the tarot recommendation. I have here the Fontaine Tarot, and the reason I'm recommending this one is I find that it has a really gentle subtle image that really reminds me of the subconscious plane and the way images appear out of nowhere almost. And I just really love this deck. And honestly, you can use any tarot deck you have. I just really love the imagery in this one and the painted images in this. And then there's actually a deck I did a review of last week, and it's called the Alkeringa Oneiromancy deck. And so that is specifically designed to help you with your dream symbols, and it's really wonderful. I invite you to check out the review I did last week if you're interested to learn more about this one, but I really recommend this one. And then I have the Road to Nowhere Oracle deck by Mary Elizabeth Evans. That's really beautiful. I don't have it with me, but I also have her Iris Oracle deck that I really love. I find that the symbols in it are really beautiful to explore the shadow and the subconscious part of ourselves. So I would really recommend both of those as well. And then as for book suggestions, I really recommend to look into Carl Jung. And so there's this book in specific, Men and His Symbols, that I really like. I haven't read it all, but it's really full packed with stories and anecdotes and patience of the psychoanalyst that reveal the dream world. So it's really beautiful. I invite you to read that. And another book suggestion I have for you today is by Robert Waggoner and Caroline McCurdy, and it's called Lucid Dreaming Plain and Simple. And I really enjoy this book in particular because it gives you a ton of tools to remember your dreams, some techniques, and how to do lucid dreaming, and how to interpret those dreams, how to heal in your dreams. And so this topic has really fascinated me personally, so I would really recommend this book to dive deeper. So thank you so much for watching this video and joining me to dive deeper into your dream symbols today. I hope that this practice really supports you deeper, and let me know if you have any further questions around dream interpretation, and let me know in the comments below what dream symbol you've dived into with this practice and what it revealed to you. I would be really curious to know. I also invite you to check out my description box below for a link to 5 tips from an artist to read tarot, and it helps you read tarot from an artist perspective. So as a student myself, I studied visual arts and art history, and so these are some of the techniques that helped me to really connect to tarot and to its artwork, and so it's going to help you to dive deeper into those skills for yourself and how to really understand the meaning behind any tarot artwork and image, no matter which card deck you use. And so thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a beautiful end of your day. See you soon.